Hello, people there. Hello, people. Why here today to introduce y'all to part 2 of MLPAU, the Black Veinblight. Now, without a second, I don't know how it goes. Anyways, time to read the description as always. In shadows deep where whispers dwell, corruption weaves a mournful spell. Isolation's grip, love's laughter fades, as illness turns deal hearts to shades. Monsters rise from memories deal, feasting on flesh of feel. Alone I stand, a heart torn stone, in sorrow's grip, forever alone. Ooh, poetry. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Without further ado, let's get on. The front door of the hotel creaks open slowly. Kage walks in hesitantly, for the silence is creating an eerie feeling. He only ever feels when something is wrong. Kage, something is definitely wrong here. Where is every pony? There isn't even anyone at the desk, and everything is so silent in town. Whenever I did see some pony, they moved like shadows. Something is definitely wrong here. The only pony I saw nearly my entire time here was a Princess of Friendship. Once I look around here, I should go back and see if I can get more information from her. Maybe what I find could also be useful. This place didn't look this big on the outside. And I can't check every room. Most of them won't open without a key. And there was hardly any behind the front desk. This is a lost cause and proving to be more trouble than it's worth. Kage? Oh, that's a bit blowy, but I can tell what it says. That voice, that's not possible. Mother? Oh, okay. Mother? Then he says it again. No, what is that? Oh, I see it. Oh, that is, you can see it right here. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor or not, but if you can see it right here, that is creepy. He then turned and ran, slamming the doors to that hallway. He now sits in the lobby trying to process what he just saw. That is not a good idea. I have to say, if he saw that, if I saw that, I would run outside and just get as far as I can. That thing sounded like my mother. Could she really be the heel? Could that thing be her? What the hell is happening, Kale? Happened, Kale? I need to go find that princess and tell her about it. If it is my mother, maybe I can save her somehow. He stands and runs from this place. He goes out and searches for the princess to find answers and hopes she'll save his mother. Follow for more. And this is made by Karma, my good friend. Y'all should go check out her TikTok and everything. Oh. And I began to another video between parts to help with context and every infection AU I've seen. Pinkie is always the same happy-go-lucky character, always trying to make light to any dark situations. My Little Worms was the only exception. I expect that to be My Little Worms. It's good. Y'all should also go check that out. It was the only exception, and I really liked how different it was. In my series, she is heavily medicated, so she doesn't have her pinky sense or her happy attitude anymore. Meds make her numb and normal to the other ponies. However, unfortunately, while being on these meds, there are also side effects that can be more than worrying. Sorry about that, y'all. My brother just barged into the room. Anyways, Fake, Lyle, Pleasel, I can't tell. Coward, Loser, and then Charlotte's just, or no, Charlotte, that's Pinkie. Pinkie's just marked out. Hate!
Your softness, your viscera, your fluids, and your flexibility. Survivor. And you will not die of it. That I promise.
Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore.
I am. I am. And I began to.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Wow. Props. That's cool. Okay. Part 16. Let's go. Findings and studies made by Charlotte Sparkle. It seems that whatever the sickness or virus is, it affects every species of pony differently. So far, I've only been able to study the Orth pony species since Rarity escaped the boutique, however you say it. I've decided to write down my findings and draw diagrams the best I could to try and get a better understanding and hopefully even find a cure. Now, before we go any farther, let's read this. In shadowed halls where silence breathes, a girl pursues her fading dreams. Amidst the tomes of vile dread, she seeks a cure, but hope lies dead. The chaos breaks, a scream, a fight, a friend devoured in the night. Her courage falters, shadows creeps. Is she the savior, or just lost deep? Ooh. Okay. When I went back to the boutique to check on Rarity and to investigate possible reasons for her ailment, I found something that looked like some sort of cotton, but it was black and had odd qualities that were not like any cotton I've ever seen or have read about. This was the only possible reason. Everything else there seemed fine other than the blood and broken surroundings. It seemed like she was in so much pain. I believe it to be of importance to also mention that when creatures become infected, they go feral and attack living things that hasn't come into contact with the cotton. Ooh. I found Opal. It seems like there was a struggle. I fear that Rarity might have eaten her. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. I just. Oh man, I. Oh, I just had an issue with being able to eat something. Acid reflux, I guess. Anyways. Tried to. Anyways. Whip opal. I will not showcase the current stages that I know of about the virus in regards. Oh, wait, hold on. I will now showcase the current stages that I know about the virus in regards to the earth ponies. The cotton seems to have some sort of invasive parasite of some kind. It has thorns as well, so I believe you should be fine as long as it doesn't break skin. Pony is unaware of the threat. The skin makes a kind of darkened shadow where the inner skin is infected. At this stage, the pony may begin to experience hearing things or voices that aren't there. They are also more irritable or easily triggered. Mane and fall are less maintained due to stress and paranoia. The shaded/shadow has spread and black veins have started becoming visible through the skin. The skin may also become irritating and itchy around the wound. Age 3. This stage is usually when the patient is fully aware that something is very wrong. But it is too late to act on. Sanity is getting very low at this point. Eyes are red with irritation, becomes bloodshot shortly over time. Appetite is gone, beginning of malnutrition. Fall and hair color starting to fade. Shadows and black veins have spread to all limbs. Ooh, okay. This pony is no longer the pony you once knew. Whatever these shadows are, they tone them into the darkest part of themselves. Stay away by any means necessary. Sanity has depleted to 5% to 0%. Cutie mark is fading away. Malnutrition. Appetite has toned into more of a carnivore diet. Must be living? Question mark. Teeth are breaking and seem to become fangs. Very hostile to non-infected. A Wookiee nurse got in the crossfire when doing wound cleanup. This is all I have gotten recorded so far. As of right now, there are no signs of a cure. No more wound cleans after stage 3. I will be joining Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash in a few days from now to look for more specimens and to check in on residents in Ponyville to make sure there aren't any more infected we don't know about. I hope I can figure this all out before it gets too out of hand. Oh, poor Twilight in No Sweatheart. It's a cool art style, but poor Twilight, man. Oh, I'm sure you can, Princess. We all believe in you. But I just got someone killed by doing something as simple as their job to clean a room. Twilight, that wasn't your fault. She knew the risks. She should have had someone go in with her. I'm gonna go back to the library. I sent a message to Pinkie, so I have to go and speak with her about something I need her to do. Twilight went from North Sweatheart into the library to wait for Pinkie while trying to process and contemplate on what to do. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, people. I have a button that allows me to click. Hold on. Let me find the correct thing. Hold on. Here it is. Thank you, TikTok. My mouse has a back button, so I accidentally pressed it. Let me do this so that it doesn't skip. No, Sweatheart went back to walk to give out the new orders that no one will clean the rooms after stage 3 any longer. Oh, Gore-toble. Oh, hold on, people. Gore. Trigger warning, extreme gore. I'm guessing that's rarity. Oh. Oh, Pinkie. Oh. Sweetie Belle. No. No, that's a crazy one. Okay. Kage. Oh. Ugh. Oh, Celestia. Poor Celestia. That's cool, though. Oh, before that, in Shadow's Deep Whispers Dwell, a curse was cast, a silent spell. With tender hearts now led astray, love's light is dimmed, torn cold and gray. Beneath the masks, the darkness creeps, entrusted souls the secret keeps. Corruption's breath, a chilling sigh, turns laughter sweet to mournful cry. Once gentle hands now grasp with spite, innocence lost to the endless night. Beneath the surface, the demons rise, in loved ones' eyes, the truth bellies. A twisted fate, a bitter end. What once was love, now shadows send. In close embrace, the bonds were severed. As darkness wanes, the light is never. Okay, pops for the poems. I love reading poems. That is awesome. Oops. MLP. Blah blah blah. The Black Veinblight. I character sheets. Sorry for taking so long. Life has been chaotic. I'll make a post on it later. Okay. Hope you're doing okay. Twilight Sparkle. She's exhausted from multiple recurring nightmares. Ooh, that's not good at all. Oh, her horn is burnt out. Okay. She's still trying to find out what's wrong, and every time she thinks she has finally made a breakthrough, something happens to tear it all down. She just found out that her research on the Earth Pony from the previous part went through an TikTok? No. Went through an unexpected mutation, meaning that the virus is evolving at a rapid rate. Sleep 80, hunger 40, thirst 9, stress 89, sanity 98, awareness 40. Awareness is 40? Okay. My magic is burnt out? It's already burnt out? What is happening? So many ponies are getting sick now. What's causing it? Where did Rarity go? Fluttershy, where's this guard? Fluttershy returned to her cottage to check on her animals and to see if Angel had returned. Unfortunately, the only thing she found was all her animals thrown around like dolls and blood everywhere. Angel always found the other animals somewhat annoying. Now they stay silent and made perfectly lack of life. She cut her mane shorter to prevent possible incidents. She had a sense that something was very wrong and didn't want to risk the worst, knowing what was going around town. Angel, what's the matter with you? Where is everyone? Sleep 74, hunger 38, thirst 50, stress 96, sanity 50, awareness 10. Ooh, poor Fluttershy. Poor Flutters. Pinkamena Deanne Pie. After seeing Twilight at her library, She was asked by Twilight to temporarily stop taking her medications to see if her pinky sense would come back to tell them if something bad was truly going to happen. However, Pinkie has still yet to return to her normal self again, which means neither has her pinky sense. She has only seemed to become slightly more paranoid due to her encounter with Nightwolf and learning about what's been happening in Ponyville. Why is Twilight telling me what to do? Twilight only ever cares about herself and her duties, never her friends. What really was that girl in the Everfree Forest? Sleep 40, hunger 45, thirst 38, stress 81, sanity 89, awareness 5. Ooh, it just keeps getting worse. Okay. As soon as I said that, too. Okay. Anyways, Rainbow Dash. Hello, Dashy. Is she blushing? I can't tell. Still looking for Apple Bloom, she had found Scootaloo gravely ill and messed up and had brought her to the clinic. She was heavily concerned due to her symptoms, but Nurse Sweetheart told her not to worry and that Twilight will have everything under control soon with a cure. With that bit of reassurance, she was reluctant. She reluctantly went out to search for Apple Bloom in hopes to find her soon, and in better health. Sleep 16, hunger 25, thirst 32, stress 41, sanity 94, awareness 1. What is happening? Are Applejack and the others okay? What happened to Scootaloo? Where's Apple Bloom? Oh, 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 it did get worse. Okay. Okay. Applejack. Poor AJ. Kinda feel bad for AJ. She continues to wait to heal back from Rainbow Dash while still attending her duties on the farm, as if nothing is wrong. She's not close enough to Ponyville and is a bit isolated to the growing problems of the town's ponies. But she has hopes, and tells herself that every pony is fine and safe so she can do her chores unbothered. Sleep 12, hunger 84, thirst 62, stress 48, sanity 99, awareness 0. It just keeps getting worse. AJ doesn't even know what's going on. That's crazy. Where's Apple Bloom? Where'd that pup run off to? I'm sure every pony is just fine. I haven't heard from Rainbow in a while. Ooh, Spade Gamblehoof. So it's not Kage, okay. After the events at the boutique and the meeting he witnessed between Twilight and the other ponies at the library, he's been trying to make exact sense of the situation. He wants to go home, but since the virus seems contagious, the train and all air travels have been cancelled. Ponyville seems to be in a slight quarantine until further notice. He wanders the streets of Ponyville, questioning himself on why he even decided to come to this town to begin with, and why he didn't just go straight to Canterlot. Sleep 72, hunger 65, thirst 84, stress 37, sanity 88, awareness 48. On his way to see Twilight after a bone-chinning encounter, he can't wrap his head around what happened or what he even saw. Was it only in his head, or is it what he actually saw real? Either way, it can't be good. Hopefully the princess is able to help in some way. Sleep 5, hunger 12, thirst 10, stress 98. Ooh, he is stressed. Okay. So is he an alicorn or what? I can't really tell. Awareness 50. What happened here? None of this makes any sense. Was that real, mother? Oof, dude, I kind of feel bad for you. Stardust and Apple Bloom. Hiding in the forest together, they hadn't come up with any ideas on how to get out on their own, so they made a fire pit in the attic. The smoke travels through a small hole in the ceiling. After this, they wait for help to arrive. Stardust seems to be unable to use her magic. She thinks it has something to do with the beam that hit her when she was flying over the forest. She needs to figure out who it could have been so she can fix her magic. 10, 89, 32, 66, 28, 54, 59, 32, 75, 94, 50, and 2. So she's not that a whale. Okay. In the shadows of. Oh, is this just. Oh, it's repeating this. I think. Hold on. In the shadows of despair, an ancient curse whispers through the winds, binding the hearts of pony folk to their darkest desires, turning hope into ashes and love into betrayal. Stardust. Ooh. Okay, that is cool. Now let's do this, and let's read this. In shadows deep where no light danced, a figure loomed, their fate entranced. Wings of brilliance now gripped by fear, of heart, a heart once bold, now quaked kneel. Two souls ensnared in danger's clutch, their cries for help, a desperate touch. A familiar face with a chilling grin, whispers of darkness where trust grows thin. With storm clouds brewing, dread took flight, a spark of hope fought through the night. Yet in the haze, confusion spread as cottage battled the whispers of dread. Ah, okay. Feels like I've been flying for days now. I wonder where come on! I wonder where Apple Bloom went. Scootaloo didn't even know where she went. She had, she wasn't with Pinkie, and she obviously isn't anywhere in Sweet Apple Acres. She wouldn't go into the Everfree Forest, would she? I hate it there. Maybe she went to see Zakora. What did I get myself into? She flew down into the forest. I don't think that's a good idea, but you do you. The goal shouldn't be too far. We'll just drop by and see if she is there, and I can be on my way out of this creepy place. Wait, Zakora? You shouldn't be here, Rainbow Dash. Did Apple Bloom not tell any pony? That's not Zakora anymore. Um, uh, actually, we haven't been able to find her for a few days now. I was kinda hoping she was here with you. My, this is quite troublesome. Rainbow Dash, get out of there! What should really matter is finding where Apple Bloom is, and that she be safer than I. Yeah? Now, question I must ask you, Rarity. When did you last see her? Honestly, it's been a while. Charlotte told us not too long ago to stay away from her boutique and that she wasn't safe to be around. I think she also mentioned that she was really sick and that she could be extremely contagious. This part is very true. You know, Zakko, what do you know about this? Not much. But what I do know is that the sickness is not of our world. Ooh, okay, a good hint. Okay, what are you saying? This virus is magic in nature. I curse some pony body here. I saw Pinkie Pie, but it wasn't the Pinkie Pie of our world. You should find this Pinkie Pie after your search for Apple Bloom is complete. I must return to my cottage now to continue my research. That's not Zakoa. See how it has that little effects? And that looks like blood there. I genuinely do not think that's Zakoa, and her head's like facing this way, yet her body's facing this way. Please be safe. I will tell Charlotte everything you have told me. Maybe you two can work on it together. That would be greatly appreciated. Somewhere else? Okay, sometime. Is that apple bloom? Stay behind me. Ooh, ooh. Go, 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 go. That might be Rarity. In shadows deeper, whispers creep, betrayal's knife a wound so steep, insanity's dance a twisted waltz, darkness seeps consuming all faults. Loved ones faded, laughter lost, a soul enshrined at madness's cost. In death's embrace no dawn to find, a legacy of chaos left behind. The person featured cannot be tagged, this person's OC will also no longer ever be featured in future episodes. This is also my first time using Ibis Paint to make my episodes, so I do apologize if anything looks off. Lol. Such stupid ponies, I must kill them all, or not allow myself to die. Ooh, have to kill them all. Stupid princess will get us all effing killed. If they're dead, then they can't infect others. Can't die, I am God. Die, 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 okay. Just die. Why won't you just die, useless creature? How many of you must I kill? He stomps the pony's head as they reach out for help. He believes if there are no more ponies to infect, then the virus will die. Hi, every pony at Stardust. I noticed Pony's death is probably really sudden, but I did not wish to continue this person's involvement in my story any longer. Something happened recently that made me no longer trust or want to continue drawing them. If you wish to know more, then you can join my Discord server to find out more. You can also make requests, talk, use AU-based emojis from my AU, etc. in my Discord server. I also post updates or edits, and you can even talk to me personally through the server whenever I'm online. Now, I believe that's right. No. I'm gonna copy this link. Oh, wait, not what I wanted to do. Okay, so that pony will not be there anymore. Also, might post fan art of my favorite content creators and such as ponies, as well as favorite fandoms I'm part of. As ponies in my style just for funsies whenever I'm having creative artists block. Okay. So who was the pony? I can't really tell. No idea. Alright, character sheets, part 4. Okay, so it wasn't this pony. Okay. Sprayed Gamblehoof. Infected. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is just them talking about it. Had been going around Ponyville, secretly attacking ponies, killing them in gruesome ways. If he deems them a threat, ever since coming into contact with Rarity, he has never been himself. He didn't like how the meeting with Twilight went, and thinks they're just wasting time until the infected come and kill them all. So he's decided to kill them all before they become infected and kill him instead. He's been caught and submitted into a psych ward on the outskirts of Ponyville. He came into contact with the veinblight. He is infected. Sanity 1, stress 90, aggression 98. Okay, die. Hunger 75, thirst 86, sleep 0. Dude, you're going insane. Twilight was at the hospital when she found everything in disarray. One of the patients had broken through containment. They were practically a walking corpse. She found herself trapped inside the hospital with no sweetheart and Scootaloo. She found a knife in the break room where they were hiding and had barricaded themselves in. She curses at herself for not thinking of the possibility of this happening after the last incident with the patient and not acting fast enough to have saved anyone else who was here at the time. She spends her time in the room writing down in her journal. The virus affects every pony differently. It is impossible to find enough similarities to know how to stop all of this. The best we can do now is stay away from them, avoid them and contact with the cotton at all costs. Can't keep this up much longer. She's not your friend anymore. Stay behind me, guys. Stay back. Sanity 87, stress 86, aggression 20. Aggression 20? Okay. Hunger 46, thirst 32, sleep 25. Oh, I I was not expecting this. Oh man. Celestia became infected after coming in contact with the cotton. She found the cotton in the garden and remembered something that Charlotte had mentioned in one of her letters. She mentioned finding a black cotton in Wildy's boutique. She took a few and brought them inside her study to research them and understand them better. Unfortunately, in the process, she wasn't aware that one of the thorns had scratched her. She would usually wear her crown and shoes, her shoes covering the scratch, but now her skin has become too irritable. Her mane and tail have lost their magic already, and her horn has burnt out from testing on the cotton so much in a desperate attempt to find a cure. Luna, Cadence, Twyla, I'm so sorry. Oh man, poor Celestia. Anyways, Sanity 20, Stress 70, Aggression 23. So she's not that aggressive. And she has a bit, that's actually a lot of Sanity still. Hunger 45, Thirst 25, Sleep 2. Tried to contact Twilight through a dream shell. Celestia sent her on a mission to find the source of the virus, not knowing that it had been closer than she thought. Luna had gone to the Everfree Forest in search of the source and found the other Pinkie. Finding her in such a state that had spiked paranoia and since finding her. Her magic has weakened. She continues to try and reach Twilight or her sister, but she hasn't been able to reach Celestia at all since she left. She's very paranoid and anxious, but tries to keep her spirits high. She saw some pony flying in the sky above her and shot a beam of magic to try and get their attention, but her lack in magical strength ended up nearly hitting them and ending up making them crash. She is worried about Oh! She is worried about them. Okay, so she's the one who accidentally knocked down Stardust. Okay. If you don't know, this is Stardust, aka Karma, my good friend. Anyways, sister. Who was that? Where's my magic? Hello? Pinkie? Sanity is unknown. Okay. Stress 84. Aggression 23. Hunger 50. Thirst 75. Sleep is 20. Pinkie Pie. AU, so alternate universe. Infected, stage unknown. Can you not? No, 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 no. Why did you restart? I was in the middle of something. Why? Well, it just restarted the whole time. She's the Pinkie from an alternate universe, followed Nightwolf through a portal and went into hiding when she was told a possible outcome of her affliction. Dora Luna came into the forest and accidentally found her. Luna interrogated her for what felt like hours, maybe even days, locked away in a small camped room in a isolated cabin in the dense, everfree forest. Eventually, Luna lost interest in her and began to focus more on her worries for her sister and the weakened state of her magic from contact with the infected pony. Okay, so is she absorbing the magic? That's what I think. She often whispers to herself and talks to imaginary versions of her friend, pretending it was pre-virus. When everything was okay and she wasn't alone, she thinks about how Nightwolf didn't come back and her heart breaks, truly believing that there is no hope for any of them anymore. Perhaps all of this was dissolved. He 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 he. Sanity 2. It seems like she has more, but oh well. Stress 40, aggression 50, hunger 89, dose 62, sleep 0. Okay. In shadows thick, the virus spreads, insanity whispers where hope now treads. With hearts ablaze, I grasp your hand. Though you resist, I'll make my stand. The infected surge, no place to hide, but love is fierce, I'll be your guide. Through chaos wild, we'll carve our way to save your soul. I'll fight today. This is a long one, no? People have been asking about him and waiting a while for his appearance, and I wanted to make it worth the while. Worth the wait. Awesome. Okay, okay. Well, that was a bit of a spoiler. In another dimension, the incarnate of chaos himself lays oblivious to the worsening epidemic. I haven't heard anything from Fluttershy in several days now. This isn't like her at all. I should probably go check in on her and make sure everything is okay. I would just hate to burden her. So close to the gala. She did seem very excited about it. Never really understood the whole point of such parties as the gala. I should try and make her duties a little easier, I suppose. Then she'll have more time to spend with me, haha. Alright, I've made up my mind. Let's go and see what's got that little pony so busy that she couldn't even send a hello to me. This definitely proves to be weather troubling. Surely it would justify my need for warring. There's blood all over. What could have caused such a scene? There's ponies and dark magic, perhaps magic poisoning, but seems to be more curse-like behavior. Anyone else and they'd assume a wild animal had done this, such carnage. I wonder if whoever did this is still around. Other than the grisly sight, it would also seem the air is also heavier. This isn't any ordinary situation I've ever felt. Something is certainly wrong. I was right to come and check on. Oh heavens me, I need to focus. I came here for Fluttershy, and I'm here talking about heavy ale. I'm sure Twilight already knows, and is already doing her princess thing to fix it. I need to go see Fluttershy immediately and make sure she's okay. Oh! Oh great, more things to distract me. I don't need this right now. So there's 4 pairs of eyes. You ponies can get into whatever trouble you want. I don't have the care nor have the time to meddle in business of which isn't my own. So are they not going to attack him? He then flew away to see Fluttershy. He didn't care to investigate those ponies watching from afar unless they had been related to matters regarding Fluttershy. He only cared for the safety of Fluttershy, his only true friend. Why didn't they attack him? What was that? I heard something. Show yourself. Hello, Fluttershy. Discord, you really shouldn't be here. Now, Fluttershy, is there any way to speak to your best friend? Discord, I'm only saying it because it isn't safe here right now. But now that you mentioned it, the ponies I saw earlier didn't really look all too well. However, this doesn't change my mind on the fact that I want to help and would have sooner if one had only asked. Generally didn't even really think about asking. I didn't want to risk you getting sick or hurt too. As considering as that might be, how do you think I would feel to have no idea what was happening and finding out something had happened to you? You're right, I'm sorry, Discord. Oh, it's the cute little pose too. That's so cute too. That's cool. Fortunately, by the way, by what I was able to collect from just the sight and heavy weight alone of this place, it would seem this virus purposely attacks magic and one's strengths. Okay, so it is absorbing magic. Awesome. Seems to have gotten to the point that my own magic's weight is rather exhausting. So I have decided that I am going to take you with me back to my home. For your own safety, if things have gotten this bad so quickly, I don't trust that any of your friends will figure this out anytime soon. And as your friend, I would not stand by and let the worst happen to you. It's good I can't just leave my friends here, they need me. And that's why you're out here in the middle of the forest and not home at your cottage. Where it is actually safe. You aren't immune to death, my friend. Not here because the angel became infected and killed all my animals. Nowhere is truly safe anymore. No more discord, and sooner we find a cure, sooner we can get back to when things were safer. Or that is worrisome. So what do you plan to do then? I don't really know, but I can't just sit by and let this happen to the people I care about. Not now, that is something I can agree on. Definitely worried about Twilight though. We haven't been able to find her, and the contained infected have broken free from the hospital and now spread all over Ponyville and surrounding forests and plains. Well, Fluttershy, I'm sorry to have to do this to you at such a hard time, but you don't seem to be giving me much of a choice at this point. Before Fluttershy had any chance to protest farther, Discord had snapped his fingers. They were both whisked away in a puff of pink smoke and had transported to his realm. They wouldn't be heard from again for a while after this moment. Discord cherishes Fluttershy far too much to let her become one of those things. Okay. In gilded halls, a queen once stood, with dreams of light and hopes of good. But shadows crept, a silent blight, a virus whispered, consuming night. Her crown grew heavy, thoughts entwined, as darkness stirred within her mind. The strength she wielded, now a course, transforming grace to madness's voice. What she once filled began to wane as sanity slipped, lost in pain. A queen undone by shadows, art, embracing the dark that claimed her heart. This character won the poem I solve, so join on said Solvo to be a part of my next poll. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. I am back. Okay. So yeah, if you wanna be in the say you, go join her Solvo, and she'll be doing polls every now and then. I also have my own AU if y'all ever want to go check that out later. Anyways, back to this. The sun has yet to rise for several nights. Guards in Celestia's castle have seemingly gone missing, as they are no longer at those stations. Canterlot looks like a ghost town. Soon, the supposed time for the gala arrives, but none of its guests do. Sometimes, if you listen close enough, you can hear someone walking around inside the gates. Many of those who get close suspect the queen to have fallen ill after her sister left and hadn't returned. After all, it's been weeks now since the outbreak happened, and no pony has hauled from Celestia or Luna this entire time. Some even theorized that Celestia had something to do with the outbreak as a way to control our people. Twilight hasn't heard from them all either, which only raises the people of Equestria's suspicions. After all, what could she be hiding inside the castle? Come on, inside the castle walls that would have her remove her guards as well, or send help to her star pupil. However, those who are close to Celestia or pay attention to her behaviors and habits would also know that she is stubborn. If something were to ever happen to her, she wouldn't tell anyone and would face it alone. She would even hide such things from her own sister, believing fully that she was protecting her. Fortunately, with the stubbornness, she ended up falling right into the clutches of the darkness she had feared. Luna, 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 Luna. Luna, my dear sister, where are you? Something is terribly wrong. I can't seem to use my magic at all. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to raise the sun. Sister? Dear sister. How far you must have fallen to come to me for help. Just look at you, disgusting creature. Could you say something so cruel? I am your sister. I am in devastating need of your aid. You are as Naive as ever, look at yourself, sister. You are beyond simple aid. Only thing that can save you is death. Rightfully so, since you decided to leave your people in the dark. But if you... I'm not... No. You know nothing of my stressful duties. Oh, her horn, like, transformed. She's transforming, isn't she? You couldn't even do a simple mission. You never came back. This is... Wait, what did I just say? Luna never returned. You're not my sister. Who are you? Speak. Tell me now, you deceiver. So small-minded. But why on earth tell you? You can't even comprehend what is happening to you, can you? It's honestly pathetic. You're not real. Perhaps not to any pony else, but to you. I'm very much real. Oh, so it's like a hive mind, is what I'm getting. She transformed. She transformed. That's cool. She transformed. Whoa. Okay. Character sheets, part 5. Okay. The following content holds mature content. This story is meant for an older and more mature audience. You have been warned. I have no idea what this says. Oh, I am not reading it. Okay. Big Macintosh. Big Mac is currently at Sweet Apple Acres. He's been stressed out over the disappearance of Apple Bloom, but hasn't had the time or opportunity to go look for her himself. AJ reassures him time to time that she is a strong filly and that they will go look for her when they finish building more fortifications for their camp. Health 94, hunger 67, thirst 24, slightly thirsty, fatigue 50, mental stressing, overwhelmed status, working on fortifying Sweet Apple Acres with AJ. Okay. Thunderlane, okay. Oh, it's this, I'm pretty sure this is the guy from, show. Stole by Rainbow Dash herself that the infection was happening and is a major threat. However, he doesn't really believe her due to lack of evidence that the virus hasn't gotten to Cloudsdale. She sounds absolutely crazy. What is Dashy talking about? Even if that's true, we're safe in Cloudsdale. Health 99, hunger 89, thirst 70, fatigue 60, mental... Okay, he's doing great. Ignorant to the virus, currently in Cloudsdale. Dr. Hooves was at the hospital when everything went bad. Was one of the few who managed to escape and locked the doors to the hospital. He was one of few also tasked with studying and tending to the infected. He's actively trying to come up with solutions and what to tell every pony in regards to what happened at the hospital. Such a coward, I should have gone back for them. Sorry, no sweetheart and Charlie, I'm sorry. 60 health, 30 hunger, 37 thirst, 23 fatigue. Stress, scared, and overwhelmed, currently on his way to the mayor to update her on the situation. No! Don't be! No! Oh, she's not infected, but. Oh. No. Oh man. This universe, it isn't uncommon for those with disabilities or both defects to get bullied. This is one reason Pink and Mina's friends were so insistent that she goes on meds to avoid anything happening to her. Okay, that's crazy. Oni knows what group is targeting these ponies, but no matter how much it's looked into, nothing ever seems to come up. Dopey is a regular victim of these. Okay. Bullying is stupid, to be honest. I'm sorry. Why? Why does this keep happening to me? Oh, man. 38 health, 50 hunger, 23 thirst, 17 fatigue, anxious and depressed, currently walking home after being attacked. Oh, by a group of masked ponies. No. I hate it. It's good. It just genuinely I don't like that. IRL at least. Triago currently. Oh come on. Currently in the park, hidden in a makeshift tent, getting stoned and snacking on sweets among some other ponies. She noticed how quiet Ponyville had gotten lately. Decided to take advantage of the opportunity to get high without any interruptions. However, she can't tell if some of the distant screams and wanting is her mind or reality. Amazing right now. OMG, I could eat anything right now. What was that noise? Oh. Health 100, hunger 39, thirst 34, fatigue 50, slightly paranoid, in the park, hit him with some friends. Blah blah blah. Okay. Coco Pomo was attacked by a frightened animal. The animal has a scratch on it that was shadowed and was acting very spasmodic and unpredictable. After the attack, she headed to the hospital to get cleaned and checked, only for the hospital to be locked down and dead silent. She decided to go to Fluttershy's afterwards, only to find she wasn't home either. Oh, poor Coco Pummel. After not knowing what to do, she decided to go to Sweet Apple Acres to see if they could help her, but since everywhere else seems locked down. Health 33, hunger 56, thirst 47, fatigue 67, stressed and very frightened on her way to Sweet Apple Acres. Okay. Thank you for reading. Thank you for the support, helping me motivate. Da 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 da. Okay. And then it just restarted. Okay. Oh? Not exactly a part, more like a little lore background. Okay. We were at war with King Samba, and shadow ponies like myself were more highly skilled in fighting. However, Celestia was determined to save her ponies no matter the cost and summoned King Samba to a meeting to negotiate peace. He agreed. However, balance. Samba declared that she was to give him a bride. Thinking she wouldn't go through with it, but she did, Stardust Luna's pupil. As much as Luna protested arranged marriage, This is barbaric. She didn't deserve any of this. She's still one of your subjects. Sometimes to save the many, a few must be sacrificed, is all she ever was said as her argument. Stardust, I was the one who was sent to collect her, as me and her had been, blah. One could even say that she knew me better than I knew myself. No, 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 no. It saved me in the end. But if I had any other way to be with her. Soon the wedding came. She was nowhere to be found. We later learned that Luna had helped Stardust escape, using an old banishment spell used by wizards long ago to get rid of monsters and criminals. Some was furious the wedding was a disaster. Ponies claimed he had gone mad, meaning he never had intentions of ever ending the war. To this, Celestia lost her credibility and Luna started gaining more favor of the people. The main six were doing their best to keep things running, while things slowly fell apart in Cantla. As for Samba, it wasn't until a few weeks later, and the Cantla army was starting to gain an upper hand, that strange cotton was starting to grow on the battlefield. The shadow ponies were completely unaffected by its cuts or effects, but normal ponies of Equestria. Luna gave me a skull with the spell to find Stardust Immortal. But now that I'm here, Pinkie had snuck in behind me and entered this world, bringing the infection with her. Told her to go find a place and hide, not get caught since I still consider her a dear friend. Found the other Pinkie though. She's nothing like our Pinkie. She goes by her. She takes a lot of medication that dulls her moods. I am not saying that, and I almost started getting used to the cozy atmosphere. Town not plagued by war and disease. Noticed the cart often started to grow here in town. Silence was deafening. The castle in the distance looked practically deserted. Oh, he's in Canterlot Library. Okay. I will make you pay. Huh? So is so he's I'm guessing he's being controlled by Samba. Character sheets, part 6. Charlotte Sparkle had been hiding in the staff room at the hospital for several days alongside No Sweatheart and Scootaloo. Has been trying to keep it together, but it's obvious that she's starting to slowly lose her mind. She only saved 2 people, but when it happened, she witnessed countless ponies being slaughtered or torn into those monsters. She could do nothing but watch and hold. She needs to take control. She wants control. Have to get out of here. Where's Celestia? F off me. So quiet out here. Though. I'm fine. So stupid. Health 200. Okay, is this gonna be like the My Little Worms one where she's gonna go crazy? Like she's infected but at the same time not? But she's crazy? Is it gonna be like that? It's kind of confusing. Hunger 68, thirst 50, energy 30. Status slightly unhinged and very overwhelmed. Pinkie. Pinkie. Pinkie Pie of this ward is now off her meds, as requested by Twilight. It's been a few weeks after she first stopped taking them, and her mane and tail were finally poofed up again. And so has her Pinkie sense. It's been going off for days, especially after the outbreak at the hospital. She knows something bad is about to happen, but she can't figure out what. She stays bunkered down at Sugar Cube Corner. Something is very wrong. What's happening out there? Have to hide. 98 health, 100 hunger, 96 thoughts, 99 energy. Stressed and worried, but trying to keep it together at Sugar Cube Corner. Dashy just finished up with turning Applejack that she would no longer be searching for Apple Bloom. She had been searching for days, maybe weeks, and still hadn't found any sign of her. Then she heard about the hospital being on lockdown due to an outbreak, and supposed sickly looking for ponies had escaped. She worries about Scootaloo, who she had recently brought to the hospital a few days ago for being sick. She is on her way there now to find Scootaloo and get her out of Ponyville. Scootaloo, please be safe. Why can I never just catch a break? Sorry, AJ. Health 93, hunger 87, thirst 57, energy 28, tired, stressed, and anxious. One, the route to the hospital. And she has apple ciders and a cloud. That's cool. AJ. While walking and fortifying the farm and thinking about Apple Bloom's safety, she didn't realize that she had accidentally scratched herself on something. Top of that, Rainbow Dash had stopped by, only to tell her that she was no longer going to search for Apple Bloom, as the hospital had an outbreak and she needed to find Scootaloo. AJ feels betrayed by Rainbow and is now desperate to find Apple Bloom. She'll be fine, Big Mac. If I can stand, I can walk. I'm fine. 64, 70, 32, 12 feels betrayed, overworked, and worried at sweet apple goals. Not cheerily, not cheerily. No, okay. She went to the school like any other day to teach her students. She noticed that some fillies were acting strangely and seemed ill. She didn't want to make them feel bad by calling them out, decided to just pull them aside after class. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Chaos erupted in class for the moments during class. Little fillies wanting, screaming, and even laughing. Julie was attacked by some when trying to flee with some fillings she managed to grab, turning them to one home. Hello, what's happening? One of my students. 56 health, 70 hunger, 45 thirst, 35 energy, fearful, dazed, and running to the hospital. North Whiteheart is locked in the staff room at the hospital with Charlie and Scootaloo. She's trying to hold herself together for Scootaloo's sake, as she slowly starts to notice Charlotte becoming more and more unhinged as each day passes. She knows they can't stay here forever, even though she cries and mourns the many deaths of her once co-workers, friends, and patients. She knows what matters now is getting Scootaloo safely back to Rainbow Dash. Twilight, where's Rainbow Dash? What happened to Dr. Hooves? 92 health, 47 hunger, 50 thoughts, 60 energy. Anxious about Twilight and worried about Scootaloo while in the hospital. Scootaloo, stay next to me, please. Scootaloo was brought to the hospital when Rainbow Dash found her outside of school looking sick. Rainbow Dash took her to the hospital to get her looked at and left to go find Apple Bloom. But it turned out that Scootaloo was infected, but was only pretending so she didn't have to go to school alone without her friends. All she has is a small cold and sits waiting in the hospital currently with North Whiteheart and Twilight, hoping that Rainbow Dash will come save her again. Where's Rainbow Dash? Why is every pony holding each other? What's wrong with Twilight? I'm sorry for lying. Ugh. 67 health, 48 hunger, 65 thirst, 87 energy, sick, sad, anxious, and hopeful. Okay. Sweetie Belle. Okay. non-symptomatic. Affected by loyalty unknowingly through interactions in all these stages, possibly by kissing, huh? That makes me confused. Oh well. Sweetie Bear is infected but shows no symptoms and is completely conscious and aware of her surroundings, unlike other infected. However, she still has the ability to infect other ponies and is still a danger to those not infected. Ponies who are infected also do not attack her. She's been roaming the streets of Ponyville, searching for her sister and her friends in hopes to find help. She doesn't know she's infected and is scared of the infection. I miss my sister. Why is every pony getting sick around me? What's wrong with me? Health 87, hunger 60, thirst 34, energy 63, scared, lonely, and cold. In the streets of Ponyville, she has nothing in her inventory. Okay. In the stillness of the night, the twinkling stars illuminate the sky, offering a glimmer of hope and reminding us that light can guide us through darkness. Yet within those shadows, we confront our deepest fears and hidden sorrows. The darkness can feel suffocating. Filled with the haunting echoes of our past, challenging us to seek the light that lies just beyond the horizon. Oh, this is just an art. Oh, wait, hold on. Nightwolf, Stardust, Nightwolf, Kage. Hold on. This just made me insanely excited. Oh, that is creepy. Part 21. Not too long ago at Sweet Apple Acres. Oh, come on! Go back. Rainbow Dash flew down in a worried hoy. Stop it! I hate this. TikTok needs to fix this. Auto scrolls off, so I don't know why it's happening. Calling for Applejack. AJ. Hey there, stranger. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Have you found any sign of Apple Bloom yet? Actually, I came here to tell you that I can't keep looking for her anymore. Something happened at the... So you mean to tell me you came all this way just to say you're giving up on my sister? No, AJ, it isn't like that, I swear. Then tell me, what is it then? Oh, she's angry. I was trying to tell you, the hospital is under attack. There's a disaster and all the infected have broken out. It's the last place I saw Scootaloo. The last place I saw Try as well. Could be survivors, but this has to be priority. Twilight is our only current hope to find a cure for this madness. About my sister just going and leave her out there to fend for herself. What if it was Scootaloo out there? Lulu is also in danger. Scootaloo also doesn't have anyone besides me to defend her. I need to find her. Applebloom still has you guys to find her. So if this makes you mad at me, I don't care. What should be important is the safety of everyone. It's so important that maybe you should go find her yourself. My own problems that I have to solve on my own with no help from any pony else. Alright, go solve your own problems. Don't expect anything else from me. Couldn't even do one thing for me. She searched for like a month. I'm pretty sure that's enough time. But okay. Suddenly your true colors show. See you around there, Applejack. AJ, did I just see Dash? Yeah, she came to let us know that something happened at the hospital. Nothing crazy, but we should finish up the fortifications around the barn. Okay, I'll let Granny know. Any news about on Applebloom? Yeah. She said she needed some help on the ground and to look for her. So after we finish up here, I'm going to pack some things and head out to look for her. Sure, that's wise. You have to find her. She went missing under my watch. I couldn't forgive myself if something happened to her. Fine, just stay safe. Let's just finish this walk first. Yeah. They went back to walk with the fortifications as AJ tried her best to keep her mind focused. Rainbow Dash flew high about the cat above the clouds and is on her way to the hospital in hopes to find Scootaloo and Charlight. But only she knew the holes that awaited her there. So, does Charlight get infected? Or does she get controlled or something? In Charlight's deep, where whispers tread, a promise forged, now cold and dead. When nightfall beckoned, hope seemed near, a knife was drawn, the edge sincere. When thunder waged and fields took flight, a friend turned foe in desperate night. Beneath the weight of silence bleak, trust fractured, leaving hearts to leak. Through darkest hours, with burdened breath, we gather strength amidst the death. For in betrayal's chilling great gaze, we'll find our file through endless haze. In shadows deep whispers swell, a plague of doubt casts its spell. Once laughter fades, friends torn apart, in twilight's grip I stilled my heart. A curse entwines like serpents coil, in desperate times moles we coil. For answers sought in haunted night, I tread the path where wrong feels right. With every choice a piece of soul, yet truth demands I pay the toll. In moonlit haze resolve takes flight to shadow chains and claim the night. Okay. Pinkie steps outside of the bakery to see the streets unnaturally quiet and vacant of its normal festivities. She looks up and down the streets, hoping to spot even the slightest hint of life, only to be met with more harshly dead silence. She had been gathering up the courage to leave her home to seek out her friends, hoping to find answers and resolve what's been going on. After all, she stopped taking her meds as Twilight had requested, and her pinky sense has slowly been recovering. However, before she has the chance to continue, she is stopped by Miss Cake. Pinkie, are you sure you wouldn't prefer to wait it out inside with us? It'd be much safer, and I can make us all some nice hot cocoa and cakes to pass the time. As much fun as that sounds, Miss Cake, I really gotta find my friends and figure out what's going on so I can help with whatever I can. Believe my brother's knocking on my door because he wants to bother me. Maybe he knocked on his wall. I think he did, okay. Rest assured, though, I'll come back as soon as I get answers, and then I can happily accept your offer. Okay, deal. If there's no changing your mind, just promise me that you will come back home in one piece, okay? Okay? Pinky promise. Okay. I feel like she's gonna get infected. I believe I just jinxed it, but okay. Okay. I'll tell the cake twins so they don't freak out that you're gone. See you when you come back home, Pinky. She looks so happy. The Miss Cake had gone back inside. Pinky had turned back to the streets with a sigh. As she trotted down the empty street, she pondered where she should head first. Charlotte's library was silent and dark. The hospital looked almost completely deserted. Sweet Apple Acres looked like a boot camp. The forest looked even darker and more dangerous than ever. All these places had answers to her questions, but where would she go? In shadows deep where whispers call, I tread a path with phantoms thrall. Familiar places, ghosts of despair. Death weaves darkness heavy and ill. Yet through the murk, a figure stands near, a friend in the gloom, dispelling my fear. Together we wander through sorrow and strife, finding light in the dark, reclaiming our life. Okay. Okay, so she's going to the hospital. Okay. Hospital sounds like a good start. So Twilight has been treating the sick. So I should be able to find answers there. Maybe if I'm lucky, even bump into I might even bump into Twilight there too. That way I can also let her know I'm practically back to my old self again. Goggle goggle. Eep. Pinkie's tail twitched as she heard the distant sounds of gurgling drawn near. She knew what this meant and that she should hide, but her need for answers drew her towards the sounds rather than away. As her tail steadily began to twitch even harder, she came to realize that it was coming from the same direction as the hospital. Hospital seemed to be in major disrepair and disordered. There were infected everywhere, most being in early stages. Thanks to her tail, she was able to avoid detection and stay hidden. She noticed a wall had completely broken down and figured this was the only way in and out. She trotted down the hallway, occasionally looking behind her to make sure she wasn't being followed. She looked through the windows on doors she passed, hoping to see any pony that wasn't sick. Maybe even find Twilight and find out what happened here. She traveled to the other side of the hospital. The elevator was faulty and unusable. The only other choice were the stairs. Other than a small barricade and a mess of blood and gore of those who must have been trying to flee, it was easy to maneuver on to the third floor. She opened the door to the next door. It was revealed to what must have happened here. Flood. Blood. The floor had blood all over. The floor had blood all over it. Trails from where ponies were dragged to their end. The rooms that once held the sickened ponies are now vacant, messy rooms. Suddenly, she made it to a room at the end of the hallway. Staff only. Every pony is still alive in there. Go, 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 go. Another infected. I should get inside. Pinkie went into the staff only room and knocked the door behind her. Twilight? Dee, what are you doing here? Haven't you seen everything has gone bad? Wanted to find answers and help if I could. You were right about my meds. I haven't have my pinky senses back. Answers could I possibly have that wouldn't have been answered from the carnage and monsters that you saw outside? Well, for starters, how are you alive? Is there anyone else? It's Redheart and Scootaloo were with me, but Redheart took Scootaloo with her to find Rainbow, so it was quiet outside. Didn't see them on my way in here. Perhaps they got to safety. Do you intend to stay here, or would you like to come with me? The looks of things, I don't think there were any more things you can really do here. Suppose that would be the wiser choice. Where will we go? Thinking either your library or AJ's farm. You go check on AJ and update her on what happened here. That is a wonderful idea. We should go as soon as you're able. And get out of this place. Let's go now. That's not a very good idea, to be honest, because Rainbow Dash is going there in just a few moments. They gather a few things and head out using Pinkie's sense to avoid any contact with the infected. That's a cool little thing. That's cool. Surprisingly, pausing this allows it to not go any farther. Deep inside the Everfree forest, Luna trotted to the cabin she had been staying in since being away from the castle. It was this cabin that she found Pinkie. She was the alternate Pinkie from the universe that Stardust originates from. It was also the same cabin that Luna and her sister would go to when they had family vacations from the castle. There are so many memories. Hold on. In shadows deep, a sickness stalls. I stand alone as death occurs. The air grows thin, the hope fades fast. I watch from vanish fate's cool cast. A figure looms a shadowed threat. Did I invoke this dark regret? A truth revealed, a chanting calls. In silence, I know the source of the wolves. Okay, just by reading this and seeing this, see? Memories. Now let's continue reading this. Luna slowly and quietly entered the cabin after a long day's search in the woods for clues and tracks. Little did she know her night had only promised her a much darker problem. As Luna entered her bedroom, she could no longer see those once pleasant memories that were so easy to see before. Pulled at her heart, but she knew she couldn't show weakness now. There was a problem that she needed to have a clear mind for. I almost don't recognize this place anymore. Did it always look this dark and dirty? If I try hard enough, I can almost smell mold. That can't be right. I couldn't have been away that long. I wonder if it has anything to do with that imposter Pinkie. Think of all, I should probably go check on her now. Feel bad for the way that I left things with her before I had to leave. Should ask her if she would like anything to eat. Wonder if she's also asleep. For the light was off in our room when I came inside. Una slowly left her bedroom and approaches the door to Pinkie's room. There was a faint glow inside the room, purples and greens, and a slight blue from across the room, where the bed would be near. Luna tried her best not to breathe in any possible fumes. On closer inspection, it appeared that there was mold and mushrooms all over the room. Mushrooms seemed to produce a green spore. Luna didn't want to test if it was infectious. Before closing the door, she looked farther into the room, trying to see the altar Pinkie. Pinkie? Luna, why do you hide from the darkness? It which you are born into? Is it not your birthright? Do you feel the very darkness that you create? She had transformed. So, I'm guessing she's like a host. Hold on. Ending of my new AU. Okay, I'm not gonna try this, but I will do that to try it out later. Art post. Hold on. This Lore's concept. The lives of everyone is written in the stars. You're no exception. Okay. Okay, character sheets, hold on. Okay. Trixie. Oh man, that's crazy. She had to leave almost all her belongings behind. She's now suffering from PTSD. Okay. 98 health, 78 hunger, 87 thirst, 38 energy. Adrenaline still pumping. She found a commune after running from infected in Ponyville. She was going to Ponyville to visit until our caravan was attacked. Luckily, she wasn't inside when it happened, and she was able to flee. She didn't know why these ponies were acting that way, only that they looked sickly, hot, and malnourished. She ran for days, only resting when extremely exhausted. The image of these ponies' dead looking appearance still fresh in her mind. She wonders from time to time what might have been wrong with them, and if she should turn around to warn other ponies. But she doesn't, as she can't get herself to go back to that awful scene. After days of running, she found the commune. Now Cece takes her deeper into the commune to meet Starlight. Okay. Oh, cherry blossom. Ooh, that's a beautiful art. That is beautiful art right there. 57 HP, 57 health, 7 hunger, 23 thirst, 45 energy. Second gen follower, and one of Starlight's most devoted and loyal followers. Joined the commune with ease due to his kind and gentle nature. Okay. Doesn't like conflict and never had many connections or ties to the outside world. Came upon Starlight's commune when foraging nearby forest and just next seemed to find a reason to leave. Just, I guess, Neville seemed to find a reason to leave. Eventually calling it home and its followers his new family. His job is foraging nearby forests for any food and helping with growing crops. Before joining the commune, he was basically a nobody but a flower boy and didn't have many friends or family. This is how he looked before joining Starlight. So he looked like this, now he's this. So this is doing season 5, I guess. Season 4 or 5. Okay. Oh, this is so much to read. Oh my. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I heard something and I had to go check it out. It was nothing though. 87 health, 16 hunger, 17 thirst, 67 energy. Loyal and extremist follower of Starlight. Oh, he looks so cool too. Oh, but he cut his mane and stuff. Man, he looks so cool in here. This pony was around when the commune was first founded. They were only a little younger than Starlight and looked up to her like a mother figure since she lacked one herself. Clipped their own wings to show how loyal or they were to Starlight, even though it was not important for them to do so. They do not hesitate if it gains Starlight's attention. The job is guarding the barriers of the commune and sending messages to Starlight. Before joining the commune, they were just a filly who was abandoned by their parents until Starlight's people found her and took her in. That's beautiful. Starberry Mellow. She's crying a lot, but in this, she was blushing. It looks like she's blushing. 67 health, 8 hunger, 12 thirst, 66 energy. Newest follow under Starlight's leadership. Found, found Starlight's commune after searching for a town to settle in when leaving her family home. She didn't quite fit in amongst her hometown. She set out to find a place she didn't ace, she did, and find like-minded people like her. She ended up finding Starlight and was convinced to join their beliefs after a very convincing show put on by Starlight herself. Job within the commune is making desserts and watching over the young. Before joining the commune, she worked in a sweet shop that specialized in sweet fruits. Ah, Starlight. 120 health, 10 hunger, 15 thirst, 78 energy. Governing her town and keeping her followers in line. Was given a vision by the presumed divine, which she calls Elbuja, the deity living in the shadows, and grants moments of insight through starlight and another unknown companion. Okay, unknown companion. Okay. She was given a small gift of foresight, only being able to see a few hours into the future. By their worship deity, as well as a health boost by 40%, however, due to living conditions in the commune, they're all slowly starving. She idolizes their companions, their companion, who helps to feed them and gives them what they need to stay alive. The commune are completely isolated from the rest of the world and have no idea of the virus or what's been happening outside in the world of Equestria. In the shadows, deeper whispers coil. What possible dark secrets lay before this trickster pony? Amidst the charm, a sorrow unseen roots in mind, honeyed phony. Her laughter dances, light and bright, yet beneath the smiles a chanting plight. The town's sweet facade, a twisted game, each friendly face hides a ancient name. And the moonlit glades where echoes creep, the secrets ancient, buried deep. What magic stores, what fate aligns, and bonds of trust where darkness trines. So tread with care, young heart so bold, for in the light true wholes unfold. What possible dark secrets now draw near await within the cult's veneer. In shadows lock, the whispers tight, a deadly virus cloaked the night. Days bleed in restless dreams as feel festive silent screams. A cult of comfort masks it in tow, in a town where eeriness goes glow. Two perfect streets with secrets veiled, where safety dwells yet hope has failed. Beneath the calm, a tempest brews, a mystery woven in twilight hues. As souls entwine in a dance of despair, the heart beats slow, but no one is there. Okay, where am I? I've been waiting for so long. What day is it? Wait, I think I can hear other ponies. Maybe I can stay there for a few nights to regain my strength. Oh, okay. Just like I thought, she's gonna join. Hey, what is this place? I've never seen this place on any map before. Hello, outsider. Welcome to our home. Miss Glimmer will want to see you. Actually, I was hoping to just find a place to rest my head for a night or two, or continuing my journey. You talk to Miss Glimmer. She's the mother of our perfect town. Mother. I suppose if I have no other option, I'll speak with her then. Lovely, I'll bring you to her. Whatever you say, I'll follow. She's just inside here. Try to keep a low voice though, as she might be sounding, doing something very important for Irabuja. She's a beloved and all-powerful deity who speaks through Miss Glimmer herself. You must see it for yourself, as it is the most amazing of experiences. I see. I'll have to take you up on that, huh? Oh, Trixie. No, you're doomed. Trixie trotted inside slowly and cautiously as Cece watched intently. This place seems a bit messy, does it? She clean at all? Where is she anyways? I think her voice is downstairs. Maybe it's home, but if it isn't, I should look around first. Jen messy and practically barren. Does nobody have any real food around here? Wonder they're so skinny. They're starving. This bedroom is a pigsty. Can smell a strong mildew musk coming from the ceiling and walls. To believe someone who runs a whole town would live like this. Especially since the townspeople look up to her so much and hold so much respect and admiration for her that they choose to starve. Walks into the hallways and sees an open door. There's a long stairway down into the basement. The walls were peeling and stairs creaked without any weight being applied to them. She pondered if she should descend the stairs or if she should stay upstairs. However, she was so exhausted for going several days without proper sleep or meal, she slowly crept her way down the old stairs and into the basement. The basement was dark and the smell of mildew was overwhelming. Miss Glimmer was nowhere in the house, so she had to be here. Miss Glimmer, are you down here? I was told to speak to you about having a place to rest for a few days. Hidden door creaked open behind a rickety bookshelf. She approached it and peeked inside. It was complete darkness. She couldn't see anything, but she could hear sounds of groaning and dripping sounds. Suddenly there was a sound behind her. Creak, creak, gasp. 25.5, okay. Are you Miss Glimmer? Yes, I am. Why are you down here? I was brought here by a brown Pegasus to see about getting a place for to rest my head for a few nights. Yes, I know. But why do you only wish to stay a few nights? Something has happened in Canterlot and Ponyville. I'm traveling to the Crystal Kingdom to warn ponies, and it'll be safer there. Place is safer than this place. Tell me, what exactly are you wanting from? A caravan was attacked by diseased ponies. They barely looked alive and terrifying. They're everywhere. Well, you can stay here as long as you like. Nothing bad has ever happened here since Irabuja's gift was bestowed upon me. Thank you, Miss Glimmer. So make sure to follow our rules while you're here. Be kind to my followers. Of course, Miss Glimmel. Ugh. I feel like Iwabuja is not who they think she is. Please, you can call me Starlight anyways. I have some business to attend to in the future. Please don't come down here without my presence. Of course, Miss Starlight. They both went upstairs. Starlight went out to tend to her followers' needs, and Trixie found a decently clean spot in the house to set up her bed. Trixie thinks and ponders all the questions she has about this place. Smiles. The boned cutie marks the state of the town and the occupants. Starlight's supposed gift. Who or what is Iwabuja? The woman in the basement. All of these questions, but no way of answering them unless she breaks Starlight's rules. If caught, what would the consequences be? Ooh. Oh, that is pretty. Very, very pretty. This user loves chicken tenders. Hey, that's Jamie. That's crazy. Okay, anyways. Hello, Stardust. This user is a fan of. This user is a proud YouTube subscriber of James E. Life. This user has a pony sauna. Oh, a pony personality. Yeah. User is mentally struggling. This user feels like they're falling. This user has been. Oh man, I'm okay. This user loves shadow pony. Oh, cool. This user loves giving hugs. This user finds enjoyment in drawing other users' OCs. Oh, that's an OC. I thought that was the person from I thought that was that Thunder person from the show. Oh well, this user likes and listens to Slipknot. I don't know what that is. This user is in love with someone they cannot touch. Yes. Okay. This user enjoys the outdoors. This user is a social drinker. This user prefers their music loud. This user is a okay. Okay, I don't drink. I don't get stoned or anything. Oh, made some more Discord emojis. It's cute. Very cute. I actually love it. I love that. Is that aiming a gun? It's aiming a gun. That's crazy. Cute. I love it. I love it. Favorites. Okay. Oh, more art challenge. That's so cute. Okay, here we go. And shadows deep, I tread alone, a choice I make, yet tears have grown. For love's cool way, I bear the cost, a silent danger, precious and lost. The road is dark, the truth is grim, a secret's whisper haunting him. Hum. Yet still I move, for what must be a sacrifice for her and me. An Easter egg. Oh, there's an Easter egg here. Okay. Discord. Yes, Fluttershy. Why won't you let me go home? Because this is your home now. There is nothing good waiting for you in that ward anymore. Then just show me. I want to see if my friends are okay. I can't, Fluttershy. You are my responsibility now. I won't I will not let those things haunt you. Want to know what's happening? I can't sit here and now worry and stress over what could be happening to my friend and my friends and my home. Please don't stress over it, Fluttershy. Here, I'll make something just for you. However, I strongly advise to use it sparingly. Sometimes knowing something is worse than not knowing. Thank you, Discord. Anything for you, Flutters. Oh, he called off Flutters. I don't know what I'd do if something bad ever happened to you. Looks like Applejack and Dash had a big fight. Those two always did have a rather interesting relationship. Pinkie looks like her old self again. She was one of the few ponies to ever truly enjoy my chaos. She found Twilight too. Looks like they're working together and heading to AJ's farm. Doing better than I thought they were. Is that Luna? Who's that with her? I can't see. Must be magic interference. Whatever started the virus attacks magic, so it might be best to move on to the next pony. This is James? That's crazy. Who is that? I don't think I know them. Okay, looks like a brave hero to me. Something tells me they will outlive us. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not clicking on the next one, but that is cool. That is so cool. Hey, that's Trixie. I don't really like that pony. It's good. She looks like she might be in trouble. Then keep watching and find out, love. It's good. Are you eating popcorn? Told you I don't like this pony. Some of this drama is well interesting despite the circumstance. Oh my, their eyes large unnatural grins, bone cutie marks, and poor living conditions. Trixie just found herself a cult. A cult? Who's Ilbuja? Alright. Well, have I heard that before? Stupid pony, I can see you are, are one of your friends doing this only because you ponies can actually defend yourselves, but this pony is just dumb and useless. So that isn't very nice. This word's justified. Besides, no pony can ever be as kind and gentle as you are, dear. Giggle. Still, every pony, everyone deserves kindness. It's Miss Glimmer. She seems to be hiding something in that basement. Most definitely something that Trixie Pony doesn't get her. See. Hopefully doesn't get herself killed by. The woods. This is happening right now. Bloom, she's been missing for weeks. Wait, something isn't right. Who's she talking to? Something tells me that whoever it is, it isn't good. What are they talking about? No, that's Shadow. This can't be. So what's going on? He's supposed to be dead. Do not listen to that monster. It's good. Who are you? Who are they talking? Who are you talking about? You're scaring me. Damn it. Whatever they're looking for. They're looking for you. They just brought you into this madness. What is that? What is that? Fluttershy, give it to me. Okay. He broke it. Smashed the crystal ball onto the hard surface of the marbled floor. Fluttershy hugging her knees on the floating couch, watched as bits of colorful magic faded and flowed from the broken pieces like hot vapor. Screw crawled into the couch to comfort her. This was weeks after she was taken to his dimension. However, the truth that was shown on the crystal ball only proved that even though they are there is no running from what's coming. This Samba isn't like the one who died in this world. He is far more stronger than any foe any of them have ever faced. Samba! So it's a more powerful version of Samba. Oh, that's so cute. Is that a cutie mark? I can't tell, but that is. Oh, the little plushie too. That's cute. This is the only non-cute one. Okay, this is just a better YouTube channel. Huh? Wait, so is the Nightwolf guy dead? I believe that's. Okay, I have no idea what this is about. Anyways. Betrayal comes from a stranger. Sorry for the long pause between parts. A lot has been going on. Drama, time management. Done posting stuff to my YouTube channel as well, gaming content. Okay. Oh, deep in the forest, Stardust ran as fast as she could. She didn't know where she was going, but she knows she just had to keep moving. She left Apple Bloom in the dust behind her, trying with all her might to lose her. So she's running from Samba. I think I lost her. I would imagine in her state that she wouldn't be able to move very fast. Snap, crackle, snap. Go, 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 go. F off. Here it comes. Oh. Oh, the weekly art challenge. I do stuff on this on my where I did stuff like this on my other thing. This is a Q&A. Skip. Some stuff about me. Hey, there's that Nightwolf one. That's cool. I think that's Luna, then there's Stardust, and I don't know who this is, but I believe that's Nightwolf. You can read this all if you want. I'm not. That's it. No. Okay. Well, I accidentally read all of it. I was hoping to get like halfway done, but okay. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is my friend's Karma's AU. This is her AU. Thank you for watching and enjoy. Oh, and before I go off, do know that I am adding call to my AU in the future in part 3. Enjoy.